Hey guys, Melon Popper here again. I wanted to go through Battlefield 2042, kind of going through a series of the games that I play most often, and just sharing with everyone the video settings that are working best for me. This setup is a 7900 XTX AMD GPU and a 9800 X3D CPU, so they're very high-end parts. It's got 32 gig of RAM, DDR5 8000. But even with a high-end system, you can configure it incorrectly and add a lot of frame time and latency and kind of mess up the responsiveness of the game. Now, if you're just playing by yourself on a single mission kind of thing, it might not be that important. You may want to run Ultra with this kind of setup, but in a first-person shooter where you're battling 128 people, it's nice to have some extra frame rate and it be even smoother. So what I usually do in a game like this, go into my options and I want to show you what I've got. So I've increased the size of this overlay in the top right corner so you can see it better. We got frame rate, frame time, microstutter, GPU utilization percentage, board power, memory utilization, CPU utilization, and CPU temp. So I run borderless and I run 3440 by 1440p. This is a 45-inch LG OLED. It's ultra wide, so that's why that 3440 part of it is super wide. It's a 240 hertz monitor, so naturally we set the refresh rate to match. Field of view, I run pretty high field of view, 98, because of the large monitor. That seems to fit pretty good with this monitor, but on a regular monitor you might be more in the 80. Let's see. Alright, I've got HDR turned off for video recording. Seems to work best for that. Okay, so I don't run any motion blur. I turn off chromatic aberration and vignetting. Right now, I just set everything to ultra, just kind of show you what this GPU can do. The only thing I don't have on really is ray tracing. There's no point. It looks slightly better, but it kills the frame rate. I do have future frame rendering on. If you have that off, I would suggest turning that on. It basically is a buffer for frame rate. So if there's like a hiccup in the system, maybe the hard drive hits or something that interrupts the CPU's ability to feed the GPU, and if you have that frame rendering, it's a little buffer to keep those stutters from happening. So I recommend it in this game. VSync I turn off. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see we're at 158. Let's let it settle here. Well, about 130 frames per second, which is good, certainly playable. But if you go into your options, there's some things that you can turn off, and the game, I promise you, will look 99.9% as good, and it'll run another 20, 30, up to 50 frames better. So go off of ultra, let's go down over to custom. So texture and texture filtering I leave high, all the way up, all the way up. All this stuff right here I leave on ultra because that's what makes the game look pretty. Shadow filtering, you can lower that a little bit. PCF works fine. Alright, so mesh quality, you can set that to low. Terrain quality, you can set that to low. Undergrowth, you can set that to low. Anti-aliasing, low. Ambient occlusion, off. High fidelity objects amount, I leave that on ultra. If you turn that down, you'll notice stuff in the far distance go to a super low quality detailed model, especially on higher player count servers with long view distance. You'll notice it. The rest of it I'll leave that way. So let's hit back. So we were getting 130 frames. Now it's showing 139, 140. Okay, so we probably need to quit the game and then come right back into it. All right, it's fired up now. I think this will demonstrate the need to restart the game after making important video changes. Because we went from what, 130 frames to 140 frames making all those changes. I think it'll do more than 140 frames in that hangar scene. Alright, here's the game. Okay, same scene, different settings. Ultra was 130 frames here.
I'm ready.
Just waiting for it to settle out. Probably going to be around 150 in this view here. So ultra where it counts, and low where it doesn't count, where it doesn't matter, under the skin sort of stuff. Alright. And this frame rate is with me recording as well. So let's just go into 128 player server so I can show you what it looks like, the fidelity. Going to get on with some of the clan peeps in a little bit here and stream that. I stream every day on Twitch under the name Melon Popper, and I also have a Discord channel. Links to both of those are going to be in the video description. Okay, it's manifest. So I just wanted to show you the settings, but also some gameplay. So you can kind of see how smooth it runs. But keep in mind the frame rate could be a little bit better if I weren't recording, because it's high bit rate recording to the hard drive. Bound to hurt the frame rate a little bit.
It's time.
Okay, I'm gonna turn voice chat off.
The liberty of Singapore is essential to international stability. Today, they require our protection. U.S. Marine forces are deploying illegally to seize the port. Russia asks that you coordinate
this
with our
helicopter.
task forces to secure all sectors and keep the imperialists from doing the same. We are counting on your success. Transport is waiting.
Alright, it's still loading in, but 170 frames looks like. On a very large map.
Begin your assault on the objectives. Enemy has taken Charlie sector. American forces have occupied Bravo 1.
I haven't played this in quite a while. A little bit rusty. like to hold this Bravo section here. Usually a lot of action there. See if we can get on a squatty here. Whoa, what the hell? Fuel bomb. Woo! I'm right on the toes. It's running great. You know, I've got the underbrush set to low, but you know, even so, it's still plenty. There's like not much need for more than this.
Take the objective!
Hostiles move fast to seize objectives. We're running behind.
We now control all of Delta Sector. Our forces now control Bravo 1. We have command of Bravo sector.
Our enemy has been pushed back on all fronts.
I found transport!
An objective is under siege.
Marking open vehicle! Meet me with the transport!
Oh, it's already full. To look at this side of the map. Somebody's shooting me.
Hostile sighted! East! Tango on my mark! Reloading! Hold on!
We're taking significant losses.
Hostiles are assaulting Bravo 2.
They've claimed all of Delta sector.
American forces will take every sector they are not.
Spotted a hostile! 200 meters!
hesitated. I thought that was friendly. Yeah, that frame time's nice and low, 5-6 milliseconds. Couple that with an OLED monitor that only has like maybe a 1 milliseconds. It's very responsive. See if we can get alpha over here.
They have control of Echo Sector.
Uh-oh.
We have secured Charlie
Nice one.
Sector.
Reloading!
Our forces have captured an objective. Our troops have taken Alpha Sector.
We control most sectors on the battle.
Somebody around there. They may be on the roof. I don't know.
Drinking masters!
Yeah.
Down!
UN troops attacking one of our objectives.
Reloading! We defend this point!
We will monitor from here.
Alpha Sector is out.
Our plan is effective. We hold more sectors than our enemy.
We are in control of nearly all sectors. US forces attacking one of our objectives.
Scanning!
Well, I think we'll end the video there. I don't want to make it too long. Just kind of want to show what it's going to look like.
Enemy is at 50% strength.
Good place to stop. Yeah, it looks great. And those settings should usually they'll pick up 20 to 30, as much as 50 frames, and look just as good. And if you have a GPU that's only getting 60 frames, and you find another 30 to 50, it's huge. So it's important to get those settings right. any case, I'll hop off here, and I appreciate it. Let me know if these settings helped you. GG's. See you next time.